The continuous process of major breakthroughs in electronics technology has been like passing through a string of complex labyrinths, one after another. When looking back, many paths seem obvious. However, looking forward, when the future looms full of uncertainties and traps, the challenge to find the right path is never an easy one. Some of these maze-like hallways have proven to be dead ends, and entire lives and careers of brilliant researchers have wasted away in fruitless search for an exit. There have also been those who found one way out of their mazes, only to discover it was the wrong one, and they went astray on side paths that led to ultimate failure. Remember the mini-disc? How about Google Glass? Others succeeded in finding the right path, sometimes by pure chance, and still others followed them, broadening and leveling the way, allowing the next wave of explorers to cruise straight through in their wake. To the latecomers, the earlier mazes ceased to exist. For these people, their lot was to set their sights on the next mazes that lay still farther beyond. Even though major innovations often seem to be accompanied by a sense of inevitability, Conquering the Electron aims to underscore the roles played by individual people in developing and bringing to market these advances. What's more, rather than being deified as superheroes, as many legends tend to do, the histories in this book depict these people as normal human beings, each with their own very personal and unique strengths, weaknesses, and idiosyncrasies. Some of them are true geniuses in certain areas, but total failures in others. Others are visionaries whose work required many years of arduous and persistent effort, or simply a flash of inspiration. There are egomaniacs and even scoundrels who prey on other people's accomplishments without regard for questions of right or morality. In fact, many of these traits can sometimes coexist in an individual, but no matter how we may judge them, it is undeniable that each of these pioneers has contributed mightily to the conquest of the Electron, which is a conquest that we have all been benefited from, every minute of our lives. Part 1. Age of Electromagnetism. Chapter 1. The Knowledge Foundation. The Beginning. Almost 3,000 years ago, an unknown Greek recorded a mysterious phenomenon. When he rubbed a piece of cloth on a chunk of electron, or amber, the gemstone produced a mysterious, invisible force that could make one's hair stand on end and attract wheat chaff and the down of feathers. What this force was exactly was unknown to this forgotten Greek. Today, of course, we can readily recognize it as static electricity, but at the time, the phenomenon was unexplainable. About 4 centuries later, in around 600 BCE, a farmer in the small town of Magnesia in Thessaly, Greece, discovered a rock that had the odd effect of invisibly attracting stone chips and fragments containing veins of iron. News of this rock, known as a lodestone, spread, and the words magnet and magnetism were coined, stemming from the name of that town. As with many other natural phenomena during the early days of civilization, the basic principles governing static electricity and magnetism seemed incomprehensible. What's more, the Greek intellectual elite of the era generally advocated for philosophical reasoning to explain truth, often at the cost of ignoring a more methodological path to discoveries and invention. Thus, though political science and philosophy advanced swiftly in ancient times, understanding of natural sciences progressed only in fits and starts, their explorers cast to the jagged edges of the map of knowledge. The subsequent rise of the Christian Church in Europe only solidified this subjugation of research, as a wide swath of natural science found itself at odds with theology. For centuries, investigators of scientific truth were at risk of being declared heretics and potentially even executed for their work. So, for over 2,000 years, European knowledge of electricity and magnetism never progressed much beyond that of the time of ancient Greece. Though Western understanding of electromagnetism remained limited for a long time,